he'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking off. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Sharp. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
We know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside, get these big fellas running east-west.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Using the quick game. Bulldozes him. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's looking to throw it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Terps! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Line gets set, first down. Calls his own number. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They'll line up for a second down play. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Slips through the line, lowers those pads. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Sharp. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This time it's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wide receiver now comes in motion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll go with a direct snap. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Huskers are rolling down the field.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate.
He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after that completion. They're going to run it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Sharp. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defensively, you want that quarterback moving, right? You don't want his feet set. You want him to be running to try to throw the football. Obviously, a lot harder to be accurate on the run. Left-handed quarterback rolling to his left, has to square his shoulders up. Nice job by the defense, forcing the pressure, forcing the interception.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a first down. Ready up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Maryland 14, Nebraska 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's going to bring it out from deep.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly. The children of the Corn love having an athlete at quarterback. They've had a ton of them, from Scott Frost to Turner Gill. A lot of guys who can make plays both with their arm and with their feet.
And it's just so annoying having a quarterback that has that kind of speed. That's running back speed. I mean, just the ability to fake it one way, go the other way. It's just an absolute pain in everybody's butt that they play.
And the ball squirted out. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Here we go. On the option. He'll toss it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
3rd down coming.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks and get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped on 4th down, David. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
A 10-yard loss.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. To the air, it's Sharp. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
Nebraska offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, family.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collect.
Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Huskers will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. 2nd down coming up. Let's go. Here's the handoff. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
2nd is short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Sharp. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Makes the grab. It's Manning. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. They're intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Terps! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterback.
Brings it down on the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run play action. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Brings it in down the left side. Tackle is made after the first down. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Second down coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Power football with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Touchdown, Nebraska! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
To the air. It's Sharp. Complete to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
And here comes the offense on second down. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. The Terrapins in the hurry up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Williams. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's simple play, simple game. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 11-yard line. Second down coming up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is perfect. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. Handoff to the single back. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. He's right on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Maryland 31, Nebraska 23.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the back. And the Huskers will move the sticks with the first down. Offense lining up quickly. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. This time he's got it. And completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll take it himself. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Leaves it with the running back. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass. It's Sharp. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive.
Number 11, Celtic kicking away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Dropping back, it's Sharp. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. using his feet. He has the first and still on his feet. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback keeps it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Timeout, Maryland.
The Cornhuskers have moved it inside the 20. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He's looking downfield to throw. Spits it out to the back. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Between the uprights, it's good. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, trying to stay on top. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down. great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to